Hi, my name is Michelle Sheppard, and you're watching Transmission on Bent TV. Today, my guest is Cathy Eccles. She's the non-executive director of Blue Cross Group, who's an aged care provider. Welcome, Cathy.
Nice to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Now, Cathy, I'm very interested to hear more about you, and you are one of the original founders of Blue Cross Group?
Yeah, my brother and I started the company in 1992. We bought one facility in Ballarat, and we've just continued to expand the company over the last 25 years.
Explain a bit further about the company itself and what services you provide.
Well, we're aged care operators, so we provide residential care services to the most frail aged members of society, and we currently have roughly around about 2,000 residents that we look after, and a home care business with about 1,000 residents.
Okay. Do you have any certain specialties around the LGBT community that maybe specifically on trans for more aged care trans people or LGBT people?
We don't have anything specific. We take everybody and anybody, and we provide specific diversity training to our staff so that they are aware of the needs and simply the terms and the meanings and how to care and respect for people that might be a bit different to the standard.
And your company's quite big on dealing with diversity and doing training along those lines, aren't you?
It is, yeah. We've been running a program for several years now, which we will continue to expand with a view to achieving a Rainbow Tick Award down the track. It's a lot of work, and we need to commit to it, and we're not sure exactly how long it will take us, but we're on that journey.
Oh, that's brilliant. Now, you yourself came out actually within the workplace
I
a
did.
few years ago.
Well, no, only last year.
Just last year,
Yeah,
okay.
at the end of last year, I came out to the world at large after spending several years living part-time as a man and a woman, and I was fortunate that I was working in a company that had done some diversity training, and so I benefited directly from that.
But you weren't actually involved with that directly to begin with,
No,
were you?
I wasn't, no. I mean, I supported it from the board level, but I had no direct input into it.
Have you found that's changed since then?
Well, it has, yeah. Since then I've had some direct input into it, and I've been involved in it, and we've produced some more training videos that I've been part of, and that was great fun. And then a colleague of mine and I, we just recently went over to the States and presented our diversity program at the World Out Games Human Rights Conference, and that was in Miami. Yeah.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I'm so due to go back myself. Now, your brother is one of the co-founders. How was your brother with everything, with the transition? How did he handle it all?
Well, he was surprised. He was one of the first people that I came out to, and that was going back a few years ago, and I just, we have a wonderful relationship. We've been in business for 25 years. There's a lot of trust, and I knew I wouldn't have a problem, and I just gave him a letter, and we went out to dinner, and he read it, and then he said, "Can I read that again?" And then he just said, "Well, it doesn't really change anything." So, although he struggled with the name change because he's got a lifetime of habit.
And how was your approach with that? What is your advice, or how did you approach with the whole name change thing?
It's just habit. It's not malicious in any way. It's just if you're talking on the phone and you're concentrating on something else that's quite intense, you might even get a little bit heated in your discussions. We're business partners, and it'll just come out.
Yeah. I can see it because with my mom as well. My mom's the exact same way. She's like, "No, this is whatever. Look, Daniel, you need it." And like, "I'm sorry, Michelle." And like, "No problem, Mom." And it's great when you don't actually go down someone's throat like that. It's really good.
And the person who's made the honest mistake moves on.
Exactly.
That's all they need to do.
But what's even better though is when you go someplace and somebody else foreign actually does that actually misgenders you, and then your friends actually jump in and go, "No, she's a she." It's even better. How have you found other companies that you've dealt with? Whatever have they found out about you being trans? Have they approached you more specifically because of you coming out and your diversity involvement?
Well, I posted on the change on my websites and profiles straight away anyway, so some people just picked up on that and got it straight away. Others were a little surprised. Some just sent me messages out of the blue, messages of support and well done and how courageous, and that was lovely. Yeah.
So where do you see Blue Cross Group going from here beyond, say, Rainbow Tick or whatever? Do you have any other specific projects that you have involved in that you want the company to go?
Well, we'll continue to grow the company. We have goals to be, the best provider of aged care that we can possibly be, and continue to educate our staff about LGBTI issues. So we'll just continue to do what we're doing. Yeah.
Brilliant. Now, you yourself are a parent and have going through transition.
Mm-hmm.
And how has that been for you?
Not as smooth as I would have liked.
Yes.
Unfortunately, when I came out to my children last December, it was a big shock to them, as I thought it would be, but I thought they would adjust over a period of time. Unfortunately for them, they're fairly sheltered kids, and they have refused to see me. So I haven't seen my kids for about 7 or 8 months now.
If you could offer any advice to anyone who's going through that themselves, being such a positive individual yourself, what kind of advice could you offer other people out there?
Well, I think they just need time, and as they grow and mature, we'll reconnect. I hope that's sooner rather than later, though.
I'm sure things will come around for you in that respect. So,
yeah, thanks.
Well, you have been watching Ben TV in Transmission Time. This is Michelle. Talk to you later.